People, welcome to Rebirth of the Cool Volume 1, dedicated 110% to my legacy as a legendary pioneer, champion, ambassador. I dance to live, I dance to breathe, I dance to be free, I dance to be me. This is me at the moment working. I'm working on my Rebirth of the Cool project. It's the biggest project I worked on. I was giving people an insight. This was my mentor, coach, consultant, investor, and friend from the age of 8 years old to the age of 26. Mr. Blackman was very much instrumental in doing a lot of my analysis. He had a master's in education. He had a social science degree. He was involved in a lot of events management himself. He was an individual who saw that I had a lot of skills in dance as a dance leader, dance organizer, dance manager, and he identified me to underpin my dance hands-on training awards by qualifications, which I did. He further identified to me when I went through challenges with my mentor, another mentor I had, coach, friend, and investor, Thomas Olajide George Wesso. He died in 1991. It was very difficult for me, a very difficult time, and it changed how I viewed the world. I started to get involved in legacy, and I was involved in legacy from 1981. I went to the first ever international conference on black people in Britain, which was about legacy. I was taken there by Mr. Blackman, and one of the key things Mr. Blackman told me to do was to underpin. In 1996, in the 90s, Mr. Blackman got cancer, and he died in 96. Before he died, he told me to make sure I underpin my hands-on administration training from 84. He told me to make sure I'm events and management training by qualifications in arts administration and business. And to cut a long story short, I got into university in 05, and I got into Oxford Brookes University, which was one of the most modern universities. Mr. Blackman identified to me, look for courses where it's innovative, look for courses where people offer you an opportunity to personalize. I need that as a person with special education needs. Now, because I kept that promise, I was rewarded. What happened was I discovered in going into Oxford Brookes University I was dyslexic. Mr. Blackman didn't know I was dyslexic. I knew I had challenges. He knew I had challenges, but he thought they were slow learning. But it was actually I had dyslexia and I had visual stress. And when I went into university, I was so happy that I'd kept my promise to him, because he was the first individual from 8 years old. He said to me I could go to university. That time I never thought about even getting into university. I was just glad to get my exams. Now, what was important was, it was important for me to get into university. I had a lot of pride. I got there. I was at the age of 41, so basically it was like life begins at 40 for me. That's what happened. Okay, and it happened with Mr. Blackman behind me. I could feel his spirit, because what Mr. Blackman did, he made me well prepared. He made me prepare well for university, because when I went into university I'd done a lot of research because of Mr. Blackman. He'd done a lot of analysis of my project. I went there to basically do a business plan. That's what I went to Brookes for. I went to underpin not only my arts management, administration, business management, hands-on training awards. I went there to research my learning technique, my leadership technique, my management, my organizing planning. Do you know what I'm saying? Was to break that down, because it was important now to be important for me as a late leader to be more emotionally intelligent, because that was around now, and to understand my resilience, what made me resilient, and what made me emotionally intelligent as a leader. Now, the irony of all that, I realized, was my dyslexia had done that, and most importantly, dance had done that, because I involved myself in dance in so many ways, as a dance manager, dance producer, dance poet, dance drama, dance acting, dance coach, mentor, you get me? And also drumming, yeah, I'm saying, but also having coaches, mentors, friends, consultants, investors. He was one, and so was my teacher, Thomas Olajide Odueso. They were the key things. So when I went into university, basically it was to do a new evidence portfolio around me as a dance leader. You know what I'm saying? And that is part of my legacy. My legacy, I returned recognizing that I was a legendary pioneer, champion, and ambassador, preserver, producer, director, do you know what I'm saying, who had interdisciplinary skills. Blue UK Jazz Dance out. Take it easy.